Hi everyone and welcome to another Skyrim mod feature episode 35. First up in this episode we have a mod called Fairies of Skyrim. What this mod does is it adds tons of these little fairies to the game. They add a nice little fantasy feel and they spawn in random locations. More oftenly you'll find them in wooded areas or at the obelisk, which is also added by the mod. There are several download options to choose from. Some will add several fairies to the game, while others will add an absolute ton. There's also a companion download to go with this mod as well, so you can have one of the fairies as your own little follower. The mod does a really good job of adding a great fantasy feel to the game. The fairies are hostile if you attack them, however there is a version with this feature removed. I like to keep it on because it adds a little extra flair to these new fantasy creatures. If you like the look of the mod, you know what to do now. Head along to the mod authors page, download and endorse if you use. Next up we have a mod that I wouldn't normally show on my channel. I'm not a massive fan of showing off the skimpy clothes and armours. However, this one called Feminine Clothes and Armours is a little bit different. It's a bit of an in-between between the vanilla game and the really skimpy armours that you can find on the Skyrim Nexus. It can be used with the UMP model base and also is available with HDT extensions, and we'll see here in the before and after shots the changes between vanilla and the modded version. You can see how the clothes change and also the slight skeletal change of some of the female characters due to the new meshes of the clothes. It's quite a nice little mod. It is a nice in-between factor between the vanilla clothes and being too skimpy. So if you too find some mods a little bit too revealing, this may be one of the ones more suited to your taste. Again, obviously it's down to user preference. I kind of like it, it's a nice in-between like I said, and I probably will use it for my new Let's Play that's coming up shortly in the next couple of weeks. If you do like it, obviously head over to the mod authors page to check it out there, and remember to endorse if you use. This next mod is a new player home. Now it's quite interesting to me. I've not seen many mods that are completely suspended in the water. I do like this mod. It's called River Shack, however it is obviously in Lake Ilianta, which is a good thing because you get some really great views in the morning and evening of the lake. It looks absolutely fantastic at the dusk and dawn hours. It comes with a couple of optional downloads for a cooking pot and a boat. The boat's really useful. It will allow you to spawn from the shoreline to the house, which obviously will stop you from getting wet. It's especially useful if you use things like Frostfall. This is a really nice, quaint little player home, great for wandering characters who enjoy the scenery across Skyrim and just need a place to rest their head from time to time. This next one is an armor mod called Vayan Armor, and as you can see it's heavily built upon the Skyrim armor from the Dragonborn DLC. This means that you will need that DLC in order to use this mod. You can acquire the armor by purchasing it from the blacksmith in the Understone Keep in Markarth, or you can craft it at the forge, for which you will need the Advanced Armors perk. I'm using it here with the UMP body type, and the mod does come with some body slider files so you can adjust it to your own needs. I really like this armor set. It looks formidable but sleek at the same time, and there's actually now a version which will give you fur boots over these leather ones that you see in these shots. So if you like the look of this armor set, please do head over to the mod authors page to check out there, and obviously do endorse if you use. Next up we have a weapon mod called the Flanged Warhammer. It adds a brand new two-handed warhammer to the game along with a one-handed mace. Both of the weapons are built off the same model, so they act sort of like a parent and child combination. They have some great textures, especially on the grip area. Incidentally, there are two texture variants of this mod. You can download it in 4K or 2K. Both of the weapons are craftable under the ebony section at the forge and will require ebony ingots, steel ingots, leather and leather strips. There is also a replacer version in the downloads which will replace Hawksbane with the mace and Trollsbane with the two-handed warhammer. So if you're looking for a little extra pummeling power, I definitely recommend this weapon mod. If you're going to use the replacer version, you will need the Dragonborn DLC. Next up we have a great little texture replacer for the Necromancer robes. I was looking for some new robes for my Skyrim Let's Play and I came across this little gem. I'm not a big fan of the vanilla robes as I don't like the big green skull that sits in the centre. These are a great alternative and do look very nice in game. In this next scene, Yulin Greymane superbly models the robes for us, and here we can see the vanilla, and now we can see this great new texture over the top. I personally believe these are a lot darker and sinister than the original robes, and they just fit the bill nicely. If you've got the same opinion of me, remember to head over to the mod authors page to check out the download, and obviously if you want to support the mod author, please do endorse the mod. Next up we have another great weapon mod called the Lozenge Sword. It also comes with a ring called the Lozenge Ring, which acts as a nice spell shield. Both the ring and sword have a huge level of detail, especially on the sword's hilt. The ring is also actually engraved on the inside. It's very difficult to show in this video without a lot of clipping. However, if you open the console after you've dropped the ring and press TFC, you'll go into the free cam mode where you can zoom in on the ring and look at that nice detail on the inside. Both the weapon and the ring can be found in the Lost Prospect mine on the Road of Gleam. I really do like this weapon set and it's absolutely fantastic if you play as a knight type character. It really is a fantastic looking sword and I definitely recommend you try it out for yourself. The last mod that I'm going to show you in this episode is called the Penobscot War Bow. As you can see, it's a very nice and fancy war bow with some great upgradable features. There are 4 tiers to upgrading the bow and each one will require the next level of crafting ability. You'll obviously also need the bow before in order to craft the next one at the forge. The first bow can be crafted in the wooden section at the forge, however it does have similar stats to the orcish bow. The next bow can be crafted from the elvish section and has similar stats to the elvish bow, the next from ebony and has similar stats to the ebony bow, and the next from daedric and has similar stats to the daedric bow. So if you're looking for a nice simple bow mod which has some good additional features, then I definitely recommend you try this one out. Though all the bows are of a very high texture and look absolutely superb in game, and I'm pretty sure you won't be disappointed with what you find in this mod. So that brings me to the end of episode 35 of another Skyrim mod feature. If you've liked any of the mods that I've shown in the video, please do head over to the mod authors pages to check them out there, and remember to endorse if you use. Also, if you like this video, please do support it by dropping a like down below, and if you're new to the channel, please do subscribe for more mod features and showcases. As always guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.